Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Luck. So, you know me and my love for risottos, so today we're going to make a risotto. But not just any risotto. Oh, no. This risotto is going to be inspired by a dish actually I had in Israel. Surprise, surprise. When we were there, we got to dine in this amazing house. This lovely people opened their home to us in this village. And we got to have an amazing meal that had eggplant stuffed with rice. So I said to myself, you know, eggplant stuffed with rice is an amazing thing for the Instant Pot, but it might be a little messy and a little bit time consuming. It was more the idea that inspired me of putting rice and eggplant together, so I told myself, how about an eggplant risotto, right? How about a delicious eggplant risotto? Well guys, look no further because we are going to make an eggplant risotto that is so easy, so incredible, and so quick that you're going to be taken to the bowl for the very last lick. Guys, eggplant risotto in the Instant Pot, let's go. We'll start with one medium yellow onion, diced up into chunks like so. I want to take one carrot, and I'm only going to take half of that large carrot and I'm going to dice it up just like this. Now I'm going to go to the Instant Pot and I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, along with 1 tablespoon or 1/8 of a stick of salted butter. So I want to come down to the pot and I want to hit the saute function and adjust so I'm on the more or the high setting. And now that the butter is melted and the oil is sizzling, let's add in our carrots and onion. We'll stir that around in the pot for about a minute. And let's also add in about 4 ounces, so about 1/2 of an 8-ounce pack of baby bella mushrooms that are already sliced. And just stir that up with everything else in the pot. And after about 2 to 3 minutes of stirring everything together in the pot, we're going to add in our rice. And that's going to be 1 cup of arborio rice. This is arborio rice. You have to use this kind. Trust me on this. Arborio rice, 1 cup. And let's mix the rice up with all of our vegetables and the oil and the butter and just get everything coated together nicely. And then stir for about 30 seconds. And now let's add in 2½ cups of chicken broth into the pot. And just stir everything and then scrape the sides of the pot. Make sure any rice that might have been stuck on there or any carrots or onions are now placed inside of the pot. Alright, and you see that all the rice and everything is submerged in the liquid. Now, our final step. We need some eggplant in there. I'm going to take 2 small Italian eggplant. You see how they look like this? They're going to fit perfectly in the pot. I'm just going to rest them just like so on top. Nothing else I'm going to do right now except put the lid on top. Now if you'd rather slice up the eggplant prior to cooking in the Instant Pot, you can totally do that. Slice it into discs now if you want. However, the reason why I'm not doing that is because it's going to make the eggplant super mushy and almost meld into nothing once it's all cooked together and mixed. By cooking it this way when it's in its full state, we can then take it out when it's done and then slice it up and it's going to be more substantial and have more eggplant meat to it. The consistency is going to be better this way. But again, if you'd rather just slice it up now and toss it in rather than do this afterwards, go for it. So here we go. Make sure we are in sealing position. Now I want to come down to my pot and hit the keep warm cancel button and then hit the manual button and adjust the time so we're on 6 minutes on high pressure, and that's it guys, just 6 minutes. Now that we're done cooking, let's do a quick release. And the pin drops and the lid comes off. And there's our eggplant on top of our risotto. Alright, next step. Alright, so now the eggplant's going to be super tender. So now we want to take some tongs and just carefully grasp the eggplant just like so and place it on a plate. You see that? By the way, you can also put 4 eggplant in there if you want. You can crisscross when you stack them. Alright, now set that aside for a second. So now let's come back to the pot and just mix up all of the risotto together. See that? Forms perfectly. And you see when you stir the risotto around, it absorbs all the liquid very quickly. Okay, we're not done with the risotto yet. We're going to season it a little bit, but first, back to the eggplant. Alright, I'm going to come down to my eggplant here and I'm just going to very simply cut off the little tops of each. You see the little green stem at the top? Just kind of get it out of the way. It's going to be very hot, the eggplant, and it's going to be very fragile. So just lightly cut the top off so we have this going on here. You see that? And if you already pre-sliced it before you pressure cooked it, then you're already done with this step. You don't have to do anything here. But I do recommend doing what I've done in this video. And now we're just going to cut our eggplant up just like so into slices like this. It's going to be very easy to slice once you steamed it. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now let's come back to the pot with the risotto and just simply add our eggplant into it. And then just smash it up kind of inside of the risotto. So we have our eggplant mixing in really nicely. Look at that. Alright, a few more things to season this and we're finished. I want 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt. 1/2 teaspoon of seasoned salt. And 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese that's grated. And let's mix this all up together to form that final risotto. It's gonna be incredible, guys. And by the way, you can absolutely double this recipe if you wish. Same cooking time. And my final ingredient, which is optional, but I love this stuff, is a half a teaspoon of a black truffle oil. And I'm gonna add that in. Okay, we are now ready to put this in a serving dish. Or just plate it up right away into a bowl if you want, if you're too lazy to put it in a serving dish like I am right now. And look at this beautiful eggplant risotto, guys. It's gonna be absolutely sensational. Look at this. I mean, look at all this eggplant meat. Absolute perfection. All right, it's time to try this guy out. All right, here we go with some of our eggplant risotto. First, a nice big piece of eggplant. That eggplant melts away the second it hits your mouth. Oh, look at that. I've always loved risotto. I always love this stuff. But this one, guys, this one really takes it up to another level. The amazing things going on in here. We have mushrooms, we have eggplant, we have carrots, we have onions, we have risotto. And the flavors, oh, those seasonings inside mixed in with everything else. It's not over the top, it's not too rich. It's honestly just perfect right. I mean, if Goldilocks walked into the room with 3 bears eating the same risotto right now, she'd be very confused. Oh, it's amazing. It's perfect. The consistency is spot on. Everything about it is spot on. And like I said, you can totally double this recipe if you want. If you want more eggplant, even add more eggplant. Whatever you want to do. Cooking time is going to remain the same. But this risotto, guys, is on another level. Top of the line. You cannot go wrong with this incredible risotto. Serve it as a main, serve it as a side. The choice is yours if you can't decide. Guys, if you enjoy these videos, go to PressureLoveCooking.com for a ton of recipes that run the gamut from carnivore to vegan, from comfort to healthy. Whatever you want, it's there, with more coming every week. And also, of course, go to Facebook.com/PressureLoveCooking and like that page. You're going to want to see all that new content that drops with all new recipes, some humor, some amazing tips, advice, anything you want to do or know, it can all be found there. And of course, at Pressure Luck for my YouTube, so subscribe there, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. All that stuff, I got it. And guys, again, risotto is a side, risotto is a main. Whichever you choose, it's going to be insane. Yes, it is.